Hey guys, so today we are going to be talking about cell-to-cell communication, which we know is very important for cell determination and differentiation in developing cells. It's also really important in the regulation of certain body systems and coordination of multi-cell movements. So in order to understand how cells communicate and their signaling, you have to first realize that there is what is called an inducer. So the inducer is the cell that is secreting the specific signal. Think of it as the person that initiates a conversation. And then the next step is you have to have a cell that receives that message, which is the responder. And so not only does that cell have to receive the message, it has to be competent to do that, which means that it has to be both structurally and chemically able to receive that message. There's constantly cells communicating at every second of every day. And sometimes there's signals that cells will interact with that they don't necessarily need. And so those cells don't take in that information because it's not necessary for them, it's not regarding them, therefore they're not competent to receive that signal. And so with that being said, there are 4 different types of cell signaling that can occur. Some of them are fairly similar and some of them are a lot different than others. So we're gonna go over those today. So the first one that we're gonna talk about is autocrine signaling. And so this one is the same cell that is secreting the signal is also receiving that signal. So it is both the inducer and the responder. I like to think of it as self. It's like a positive feedback loop. This occurs in carcinoma cells. They want to continue doing what they're doing, so they keep sending that signal to themselves. The next one is what's called juxtacrine signaling. This one means next to, or so think of like adjacent. These cells do have to be touching though. There does have to be a cell-to-cell surface interaction for this one to occur. This one, an example would be, Notch, which is really important for the formation of somites. We know that that uses the clock and wave model. It's oscillatory, it's a timing thing. The next one is paracrine. And so paracrine is somewhat similar to juxtacrine in the sense that the cells are near each other. However, these ones do not have to be touching for this signaling to occur. So we know that this happens in all of the axis formations in limb formation. So, FGF, Sonic Hedgehog, Wnt, all of those are types of paracrine factors. And then the last one that we are going to talk about is what's called endocrine signaling. This one is a little bit different. It actually is a hormonal signaling, so I'm sure you all know what your endocrine system is. You've heard of it before. And instead of this one sending signals to cells next to it, near it, in the general vicinity, this one actually secretes hormones through the bloodstream to completely different tissues somewhere in the organism. And so, like I said, the other ones were similar to someone initiating a conversation, probably say like sitting next to you in class. They're close to you. This one resembles more of mailing a letter across the country. It's a much greater distance, which makes it the most different from the other ones, you could say. So, like I said, it's part of your endocrine system in your body, you specifically. So, like your thyroid gland, your adrenal gland, those types of things use endocrine signaling. So I hope that this was helpful in determining the different types of signaling for you guys, and thank you.